Welcome to Muscle Mastery. In today's video, we're going to talk about choosing the right foods. The beginning steps that everyone should be taking in order to start putting themselves on either a muscle gain or fat loss phase. And that is going to be tracking your food for 2 to 4 weeks. Not adjusting anything, but just looking at what you're eating on a regular basis in terms of your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in order to maximize the results that you're getting. You've learned just about what your food intake is because you've been tracking for those past 2 to 4 weeks, which accounts for parties and holidays and meals that you forgot at home and that dinner that you thought was going to be really good, but actually it was trash. Now that you've gotten all that information, you can start to change your macronutrients, or I'm going to say macros, to either gain muscle, burn body fat, or whatever your goal is. The easiest way to start making that change would be to look at your composition or quality of food that you're eating. Me personally, and everyone that's in the squad, I recommend that we adjust our diet after this maintenance phase in order to build muscle. Because if we're building muscle, that means our body is going to be using our excess or stored body fat for energy primarily, depending on how the rest of our diet is going, which is going to lead to more muscle gain, more body fat loss. Then you build biceps that blow out your shirt sleeves. So make sure that you are creating a diet or eating habit and routine that is leading to muscle gain. And it's going to keep your energy higher, which can also lead to more muscle growth. So by putting yourself in a muscle growth type of eating routine, you can create a cycle that can lead to more muscle growth. Looking at food composition, starting with our proteins, you can look at your lean meats like chicken or beef. You've got pork, tuna. You can do dairy, your milks and Greek yogurt, cheese. You can have your lean vegan products, tofu and things like that. I'm not a vegan, so I'll be honest, I ain't really look into that, so I can't help y'all out. But for my omnivores out there, I got you. Carbohydrate sources is your veggies, your fruits. You can have fresh or frozen. I love frozen blueberries, just taking them to work because you can put them in the container right before you leave. And then once you get there, they're melted just enough so that they taste perfect, as well as whole grain sources. So your breads and or tortilla wraps. And then your fat sources. You want to look for monounsaturated heavy sources, your olive oils, avocado oils, and your healthy fats are really good for enhancing the flavor of your meals. Let's say you're making chicken breast in the pan. You've got two options. If you're in a fat loss phase, you might use the spray olive oil before you put the chicken in the pan. That way you're not using too many calories. If you're in a muscle gain phase or you're in a calorie surplus, you might be able to put in a little olive oil, which is not only going to enhance the flavor of the chicken breast, but it's going to bump up your calories in a healthy way. You found your calorie balance. You track your food. Now you know what you're putting in your body. Next, you've changed the composition of the food that you're eating. Now we're going to rearrange our macronutrients to support that fat loss or muscle gain phase.